Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Welcome to another live stream, and obviously we're going to be getting to the dead months of where obviously there's a couple more things. We're going to see what happens with the Eagles between now and OTAs and training camp, between cornerback, safety, James Bradberry. Are the Eagles going to go after another corner? Or are they going to bring somebody in on a cheap deal and see if maybe a prove it type deal to see if they can survive training camp against some of these young bucks that are going to be really competing this off season. So I'm very excited about it, and we'll see what happens. This whole entire team, this whole aspect of what's changed between free agency to the draft and the players that we have acquired. There's a lot of hype for this team going into this year. The schedule will be coming out in a couple days, and we'll be going over that on Thursday. We'll be streaming and going over that. Now, apparently that whole entire schedule is not coming out until 8 p.m., which I highly doubt, because that whole entire schedule is most likely going to be leaked way before that. So I don't think we have to wait until 8 p.m. As soon as I have it, I will get on and I will put the pieces together, because they will come out with certain weeks throughout the day, and then everything will pretty much be exposed way before 8 p.m. that night on Thursday. So I think we'll be ready to set and ready to go. So what's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's having a good day, man. Dave, what's going on, man? Brand Peck, what's going on? Cosmo, Chris, Jacob, Suo, what's going on, man? New Apex season's lit. Ryan, what's going on, bro? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm getting ready, dude. I'm getting ready to see what other moves the Eagles make. I feel like there's one more going to happen. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. Chris says, I haven't heard an update on Bradberry. Any news on your end? There's really been nothing. I mean, other than the Eagles have been aggressive. I heard the Raiders have interest. There's a couple teams that have interest right now. Commanders as well. So hopefully, we get some news in the coming days, man. Hopefully something. To see if maybe the Eagles are going to keep what they have. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out with the safety and corner position. Are they going to let pretty much keep what they have with the competition of what's on the roster already, or are they going to go out and get somebody? So that's what I'm trying to figure out as of right now. Okay, I was at my stream. All right. Just making sure the stream's on here. That's why we're good. We're good to go. Good to go. Yo, what's going on, man? This is my wife, Kako. She was tested today and she was vaccinated, so that sucks, man. That sucks. Well, hopefully she gets better and feels better. I'm sorry that happened, man. Trust me. It's still around, so it's still going on. Jay said, yo, what's going on, Jay Tyler? It looks like we are playing the Eagles in the season, hopefully. Oh, yeah, definitely. I just don't know what week it's going to be. Steelers and Eagles, so I'm not sure. Stacey said, what's up? What's going on, Stacey? Phil Rose said, what's good, Joey? Need Bradberry. I know, dude. Trust me. There's fans out there that think we need Bradberry, and there's fans that think we should really, let this young group kind of develop a little bit. But I'm not saying they can't make the move. They can make a move. Now, say they don't get Bradberry. They bring in Xavier Rhodes or somebody like that, Kyle Fuller, Joe Hayden, one of those guys in free agency, right? And they just put them on this really cheap one-year deal to say, hey, you need to prove it through training camp, and you need to prove it through training camp and preseason, because there's a lot of young corners that are going to be competing as well. So they could potentially do that too if they have to do it that way. Chicken Steak Lover says Eagles got Kobe Dean and Jordan Davis and AJ Brown. Yeah, I know, dude. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. This was, I'd say, the best draft. I've only covered the draft the past 2 years. Me and Philly have, and Philly has done it more than I have, but this is the second year for me, and I thought this was the most exciting year, especially for this draft. So very excited. Yo, who that dude? What's going on, man? How you doing, bro? When we getting cornerback too? I'm hopefully within the next week or two. Hopefully within this month. That's what I'm kind of getting at. Sixers Dubs, Joey, what's up? What's going on, man? Please don't kill us, though. Yeah, we'll see what happens, dude. I don't know if we're playing home or away against Steelers. Let me know, because I forgot about the I know it came out with the obviously the players the teams that we're going to be facing. I didn't know if it was going to be home or if that was a home or away. I think it might be away. I'm not sure. Yo, 40 boy, what's going on, bro? Jay says, hold on 1 second. Hey, Dave, I'm feeling really good about this year. We definitely have a season schedule in this year. I can see us going 11, 6, 12, 5. We'll see, dude. I'm not going to go over the board. I'm not going to go crazy about it, but I'm hoping. I said 8 to 10 wins, 10 plus. If things go smoothly and the Eagles are healthy, that's going to be another thing of them staying healthy too. So Jay says, should we pick up Jordan Howard again? Our run game does way better than he's here. You know what? I feel like they're going to move on. I feel like they're going to go with Kennedy Brooks that runs good between the tackles, and it goes to another gear. Not as fast, but he is a bruiser back as well. And then they brought in that Jerry Howard from Towson, and they brought him in for a tryout. He is 230 pounds, so he is pretty much the biggest back we have that's coming into camp. That's coming into OTAs if he makes the team. So we'll see. I think it's going to be you have Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott. And I think they keep 4 running backs. So I feel like it's going to be Kennedy Brooks or Jerry Howard. One of those 2 running backs probably for that 4th spot most likely. So we'll see. Also, I would go after a safety. We have cornerback. Round says, Joe, you have to think we should get a vet. Maybe the Eagles. Brass thinks the secondary is good enough to stay with what we only reason I say that because our D-line will get home. So maybe. Well, I'm saying this. I think the Eagles should still bring in somebody. If it's not Bradberry, they still bring in somebody to compete with the younger guys to see if maybe one of these younger guys, could play better than a veteran that they bring in here. So, I mean, that's definitely something they should do. I wouldn't totally. I mean, the Eagles are not stupid. They're not just going to be like they're going to bring in a veteran and not develop these other guys. But at the same time, we need to see what these guys do, during, preseason as well. So see if somebody flashes a little bit for the Eagles. Eagles fan says, JJ can be being our blocking tight end because he sure as hell can't pass. I don't know, dude. I think, you have to look at Grant Calcaterra and Jack Stahl and some of these other guys. I feel like JJ's not going to make it as the number 2 tight end. Oh, we're at home. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Kikoa said, what's good, Joey? How's your day going? It's going good. It's going really good. I'm excited. Ray said, week 1, hope we play the Giants away. I hope we play the Commanders away. I want to face Carson Wentz in Washington, the first game. I mean, it could be a home game. You never know, but I doubt it, though. Ryan said, we were at home playing Pittsburgh Steelers in Philadelphia. Bradberry and Chuck Clark. Yeah, that'd be great, but you have to give up, a couple mid-round picks for Clark and, from the Ravens. So I don't know what they're doing. So, we'll see. They have Marcus Williams. They have, hello. The guy they drafted from Notre Dame. I forgot. I'm having a brain fart right now. Kyle Hamilton. Sorry. Ron says, I get goosebumps every time I think about offense. Like, it's AJ Brown really an Eagle? Did we really steal Dean in the 3rd? What a time is to be an Eagles fan. I know. So much has happened between the draft, just the draft in general. Is a really underwhelming free agency. Man, that really made up for it. I got to tell you, it really made up for it. Couldn't be any happier. Right there, Rager has bad year at wide receiver. Would you trade him for a move to running back? No, I wouldn't. I would totally. I think this is what I think. I think that Jalen Rager is going to be gone. I think he will be either traded or released before training camp. I am 90% certain that he will be gone. That's just what I think. It's an opinion. I don't have any sources or anything like that. All I'm saying is that's what I think is going to happen. So, who that dude says, I'm hearing rumors about Eagles and Kyle Fuller. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, there's probably. I mean, there's a lot of free agent corners out there. They're all pretty old. Joe Hayden's 33. Kyle Fuller's getting up there. Xavier Rhodes is 31, 32 years old. So this is what you're getting out of free agency pretty much late. In this process right now with the Eagles trying to find that number 2. Yo, Nina, what's going on? Says, what up, Joey? I want Washington week 1. I'm sticking with my 13-4 prediction. That's a good year. It's a really good year. But I definitely agree with playing Washington. I really want to face Washington primetime. But unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen early. But I guess the NFL has a lot more interest in us this year because they give us a primetime game. They give us a primetime game week 2. So a lot of hype. A lot of hype for that game. Ryan says, I can't wait for week 2 game versus Tennessee Titans. Ray said, we are away week 1 because home opener week 2, but I want to play Wentz at home first. Yeah, I agree. We'll see. Hamilton, yeah. So which 2 would you keep, Tyree Jackson Whiteside or the Grant C guy? I keep Tyree Jackson and Grant Calcaterra, to be honest with you. I don't think JJ is going to last as a number 2 tight end. I really don't. I think there's a lot better guys on this roster right now that are more, because this is his first year playing tight end. I know from receiver to tight end, how different can it be? But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like it's just going to be too late for him. JJ's on the last year of his contract. I mean, I don't see a contract coming for him. And if they do, I'd be really pissed off, but we'll see. Now, there's a D of safety as long as we get pressure on the QB. The rest of the D should come through. Next to Devonta Smith for 1,200 yards this season. That's, I wouldn't mind 1,100 yards at this point. I mean, they got to have a 1,000-yard guy this year. I'd be shocked if they don't. And really, if I'm not being shocked about it's because of our quarterback play. It's because of our offensive coordinator that's not designing these plays well, like he didn't do last year. So, what's going on, Brandon? Zach, what's going on? You say, yo, Joey, what are realistic expectations for Jalen this year? What would you consider a successful season? I mean, look, if he has 28 to 35 touchdowns, throwing touchdowns, 3,300 yards to 3,400. You know what I mean? I think that's a solid year for him, regardless. I think it's a solid year. It just depends on what he does the whole entire year. How many, I know we count between rushing touchdowns, passing touchdowns. I mean, you're going to see rushing touchdowns from Jalen Hurts. Hopefully they don't go overkill with it, but it depends on our run game too, because I feel like they should run the same way, but they need to add more play action. They can't just make him a read option RPO quarterback this year. He's got to do more than that. Now with AJ Brown on your roster, you could do a lot more, and you have to keep the defense on their heels. So Ray says the cap hit for getting rid of Rager will be crazy. No, it's not. It's only like $3.4 million. That's not a lot. It's, if you think that's a lot of money, it's not. It's like $3 to $4 million, $4.5 million. If we could get rid of Carson Wentz and eat up $33 million, which is a big dead cap hit, that you have to eat up all that money. I think 3 to 4. I mean, that's nothing. $3 to $4.5 million is nothing. Lily says, if we get rid of JJ, why would we get rid of Rager? We are stupid. I mean, at this point, Rager's not. Rager doesn't know if I don't even know if Rager even has the talent at this point. If Rager cannot get out of his own head, he's not going to make it in the NFL. He shouldn't have started last year. He shouldn't have, at least if he started last year, he shouldn't have started the whole entire season last year. Okay. They should have at least benched him. Greg Ward should have got some snaps last year, in my opinion. That's what they should have did. So I wrote to listening to Cowboys content creators. I can tell they really missed the spot because the Eagles offseason. Cowboys fans want the attention back. Oh yeah. I mean, that's the Cowboys are talked about that every single year. They're hyped up every single year. They're going to win the division. But, even though the Eagles, maybe they're calling themselves, the Cowboys are calling themselves underdogs now, which I highly doubt. Can't steal our stuff. So the Eagles haven't talked about, can AJ Brown, Devonta Smith be the best, a top 5 wide receiver duo, the Eagles winning the NFC East. I mean, I don't mind it, guys. Like, it is what it is, but I think this team, the resiliency of this team, Jalen Hurts, gravitating these players towards him, I think is really important, so Curtis says, who do you think is going to play better, Jordan Davis or Nakobe Dean? Oh, man. I think when it comes to statistics, Nakobe Dean might play better just because he might make more tackles. Because I see Nakobe Dean making over 100 tackles this year. When they're going to transition him from weak side linebacker to middle linebacker, and I think he's gonna do well because you're gonna have the up front. Jordan Davis is gonna take on some double teams, gonna open up these linebackers to blitz out and disrupt the backfield a little bit and get these quarterbacks. So we'll see. Thanks, Kyle Fuller is old, but really underrated. I had him at top 15 coming to the last year. Who that dude? To me, the only thing that could possibly hold the Eagles back is the OC. He can't treat Brown like he did Smith. Well, no, he can't. Now you have two guys, two pretty much number one receivers when you think about it, almost. I thought AJ Brown was the number one receiver for the Tennessee Titans last year. I think he ended up getting hurt. He only had 846 yards. Would have had another 1,000-yard season in my book. But yeah, Shane Steichen is definitely on the hot seat for me because he treated Rager like a number one. You don't pass the ball to Devonta Smith in a playoff game till the third quarter. That's just, I don't know a team that even does that. Watched all the playoffs last year, thought every playoff was great, but it just really confused me. Dave Banks said, what up, Joey? I keep forgetting Eagles got 2 firsts and second next year. I think Howie might do some training for another splash. I feel like we did a lot so far, but safety's not good depth. I don't know if the Eagles are giving up high draft picks for any players right now for next year's draft. I think they're keeping those 2 firsts and that second-round pick. So we'll see. DR Williams said, what up, Joey? Who do you want, Bradberry or Kyle Fuller? I would like Bradberry because he's a huge upgrade from what they had. And then look, because Bradberry was the number one corner for the Giants, I think coming in as a number 2, he's going to be highly productive, and I think he's going to play really well. So, if we don't get him, I'm not going to be upset about it at all because there's a few teams after him. It could be a bidding war at this point, so I don't know how aggressive the Eagles are going to be going into this because apparently they're going to be in aggressive negotiations with Bradberry. So, Jay said, what's up, Joey? Any news? There's no news yet, Jason. Dave says this team is going to be completely different this year. Gannon has the players he needs. Now the Sirianni is going to get very creative with our offense. That makes it Covey will beat Reagor for the last receiver spot. That'd be a good story. It would. If Devon Allen or like Britton Covey beats Jalen Reagor. Because honestly, at the end of the day, like they brought two special teams guys in Devon Allen and Britton Covey in the building. So if Reagor can't even be a starting receiver, I don't even think he's going to beat out any of these guys coming out of college that do really good statistically with special teams. I think Britton Covey will be your next kick returner. I think Britton Covey can actually, could contribute to this offense. I really do. I feel like he really can because Utah used him in go routes, slant routes. You can use him on end around screen passes, jet sweeps. I mean, you could use him on a lot of different things. They've lined him up in the slot on those quick, you throw to him in open space. It's easily he'll get the first down. Kind of reminds me of what the Eagles do with Matt Collins back in 2017. He didn't get a lot of snaps during the year, but when he had his chance, he made most of it. You know what I mean? And I think that's really important. I think this guy's going to really, he's 5'7". I think was he 5'8", 170 pounds, something like that. So he is small, really, really small. But we'll see though. Raphael Brown said, I wouldn't mind cornerback Bradberry, and if not, a vet on a 1 year to help our young guys work as well. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that, dude. Like, if they don't get Bradberry, I feel like they bring in a vet on a 1 year deal and just get with some of these young guys. And, I think it makes the competition a lot better and a lot brighter because you have Tay Gowan, Zach McPherson, Matt McCain, Kerry Vincent Jr., you have a lot of good. You have some corners that are going to compete. Tay Gowan, I'm kind of excited to see. I want to see what he does. Zach McPherson, a 4th round pick out of Texas Tech last year, and I thought his tackling was A+. Like getting off blocks was A+. His coverage, a little bit of a project with that, but we'll see. I'm trying to get down this chat as fast as I can, guys. DR Williams says, when you and Philly are doing another stream, probably this Saturday. We'll be on Philly's channel. So. Average says, are we still playing a 4-3 defense? We're going to be playing 3-4, 4-3, adding multiple linebackers to the scheme, 3 safety sets. Disguising coverages. It's definitely going to be a better scheme this year because I think Gannon actually has the players for the scheme. So Ray says, do you think Smith will have that T. Higgins type of role or will him and Brown get some the same attention? I think they'll get the same. Well, I don't know. I think they'll have the same attention, to be honest. It's going to be tough. And then Quez Watkins in the slot facing the cornerback number 3. That's going to be interesting. Quez is going to do very well in the slot if they put him there. I think Quez is going to have a big year. Should have had 1,000 yards last year. So that's Joey Shakes. It cost 7.4 the release later. And it's really not that bad. That cap, that dead cap isn't that bad. So it's still not bad. 7.4 is easy money for the Eagles to eat up. So I'm not even worried about that. Don't nobody want Reagor. Kelly Ware says, why take the cap hit on a guy who going into his 3rd year? You might look because he's wasting a roster spot. You're not going to put him on practice squad. If you put him on practice squad, it's not going to make any sense. They're not going to do that anyway because then they're going to take the dead cap hit regardless. I think they're going to try to trade him. And try to get something for him because I would rather take something for him. I don't care if it's a 6th, 7th round pick at this point and take the dead cap. I just don't want the dead cap hit. I just would rather, I don't care about releasing him, but I would at least rather try to get something for him if the Eagles can. Reagor is Ben Simmons. I could probably agree. Rag says Reagor ain't Ben. At least he suits up to play. That is true. That is true. So our best option at this point to cut Reagor and eat cap and let him take the test the waters to see the picks him up. My guess is if anyone picks him up, it'll be as a gadget wide receiver at best. That's probably thinking, or put him on special teams if they want to do that. They could do that as well. Brad says Cowboys fans are pure haters. They hate the Eagles fans are happy about our team. Yeah, and the thing is when they talk crap, like every time these Dallas Cowboy fans talk a lot of shit about Jalen Hurts. We know that if this is a prove-it year for Jalen Hurts. Everyone's thinking we're surprised when everyone says on the outside world looking at the Eagles saying, oh, Jalen Hurts isn't going to be good. He can't throw the ball. He's not accurate, blah, blah, blah. We know this. We are giving him. We have 2 first-round picks in the 2nd round next year. So if Jalen Hurts plays bad in the back of our minds, we have to say we have draft picks next year. We're not in trouble yet. We're good. Howie Roseman has took care of our future and our security, for compensation that we have for, if we need another quarterback after this year. Because Eagles should get Bradberry. He'd not lock it down for us. I think Kyle Fuller would help Kevin King. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like Kevin King a lot. I really do. I like Kevin King. Artificial on the track. Hey, Joe, just waking up before I head to work. What's the tight end shakeup? I came in late. Oh, nothing, man. It's just where, with Grant Calcutta coming in, Dallas, JJ Ortega-Whiteside, is going to be, trying out for that number 2 spot. You have Tyree Jackson's coming off an ACL. Jack Stahl is more of a blocking tight end. Is undrafted. The Eagles gave Jack Stahl a lot of money last year, if you guys don't remember, because they really did like him, and it worked out at the end of the day. So, on popular opinion, I don't really think Rager is bad. He just had too high expectations he had to live up to because he was drafted ahead, and constant slander just throwing him off. Yeah, but it shouldn't bother him, though. That's the issue, man. I mean, that's just a really weak mindset. And if you have all the tools but can't get it done because of your mindset, you're gonna have a lot of trouble playing in the NFL. Rose said Bradberry would be the best transition to our roster because he has studied all wide receiver film in our division already. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a big help. I mean, that's definitely a big help because he knows, especially with the Giants, it would really help against the Giants. It would help against a lot. So, a lot of teams in the division. So we'll see. Coach, our team is ready to win now. If we don't win the division, it would be more coaching failures than anything. Oh, yeah, 100%, dude, 100%. I mean, I feel like that's why they didn't make any coaching changes this year. They're going to see what they have, see what they could do with this coaching staff going to this 2022 season. And if it fails, it fails. And that's it. Simon says, Joey, I'm not pretending to be an expert in football schemes, but wouldn't having Hargrave, Cox, and Davis make our defense practically unstoppable? I mean, it should. But not having you need these edge rushers, unfortunately. Fletcher Cox has to have a better year. This is going to be his last year as a Philadelphia Eagle. Hargrave last year as a Philadelphia Eagle as of right now. I think Hargrave is a big re-sign candidate. Having Milton Williams next to Davis will be a really good tandem because you have a guy going to his second year next to a rookie in Jordan Davis. I think I want to see that combination between Milton because Milton Williams didn't really have any help because really who was next to him last year. Now with Jordan Davis next to Milton Williams, I think Milton will actually become a lot better because he's more of a pass rusher than Jordan Davis is. But I think Jordan Davis will learn from Fletcher and Hargrave and learn a lot. I think we'll become one of the best pass rushers either by this year or next year. So we'll see. But he says, Braden Covey can our version of Scotty Miller. Yeah, I can see. I think he's more explosive than Scotty Miller, dude. Scotty Miller is just fast. He just has vertical speed. Okay, with Covey, he changes direction so quick, and he fits in between every mouse hole, little bit of space that he could get on special teams. Braden Covey's. I mean, I mean, if he's a bust, I'll be shocked. I mean, if he's a bust, I'll be absolutely shocked. So. Tigo Taylor says, nephew, thanks for the constant content. Much appreciated. No problem, man. No problem. Love the profile picture. Love Goodfellas, by the way. Arvo says, Jib Bud said he's overrated because he's underused. Again, all the way to the greatest moves how he made on building on defense will be far nothing. Again, can't be more aggressive and stop playing the corners 8 yards from scrimmage. Yeah, they got to take some sacrifices because they're putting these corners 8 to 10 yards off the line. They don't want to give up the big play. They're giving 6 to 8 quarterbacks 80% completion percentage or more. I think Justin Herbert had 91 completion percentage. I mean that's crazy, man. Derek Carr was 31 for 34. I mean, this just can't happen. Even when we faced the Jets, they were giving too much respect. Gannon was giving too much respect to Zach Wilson. I mean, it's pretty bad, guys. I mean, it's pretty bad. Derek says, Limit Cost says that average over 5 yards per carry every year in his career will guarantee be a 1,000-yard running back if he was used correctly. Joe said the whole MC East has quarterback questions. Oh, I definitely agree. I definitely agree with that. That's definite. Definite. When it comes to Jalen Hurts, it's, accuracy, it's anticipation on throws, and can he take this team to the next step with more weapons? And I think the Eagles have built around him very well. A top 3 offensive line, great running backs. You added an A.J. Brown to the mix now. Dak Prescott got some changes. Their offensive line's not going to be as great as last year. They lost 2 guys off the offensive line. CD's becoming the number 1. Tony Pollard should be the featured back, but Ezekiel Elliott's making $18 million. So, it's we're going to see. I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to be taking a step back offensively. The Commanders. Carson Wentz is a huge upgrade. I think he's going to play really well. Now with Jahan Dotson being there on top of Curtis Samuel, Terry McLaurin, you have a good running back core, good offensive line. I don't think Carson Wentz brings them to a championship. I don't think it takes him over the hump, but I think he will win them some games this year if it goes his way and if he stays healthy. And with the Giants, it's really up to Daniel Jones. I think the Giants have done as much as they possibly could. Brand new coaching staff, with Brian DeBull and Kafka, quarterback-friendly coaches, and then having Martindale as the defensive coordinator is definitely going to be huge for them on top of a really good draft for the Giants. But it's all on Daniel Jones' shoulders. They didn't give him a fifth-year option, so it's either he's going to get a big contract at the end of this year or, this is like the kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's not the same as what, Jalen Hurts and, maybe Tua for Miami as well. Like, kind of giving them all these weapons, say, okay, now it's up to you to get this done. We've done as much as we possibly could to give you all the tools that you need to have a successful season. So, we'll see. I think you're right about that. I think you're totally right, 100%. Jim said, I saw the hits he took. Wentz must have thought he didn't give enough alms. Libet says, why would I care? Why would I care how he used if the Eagles had one of the best rush offenses in the league? It says Sanders was injured as well. Roll said, I think Giants are quietly starting to build something. If they get a top QB like a younger Stroud, it could change the division in 1 or 2 years. Who knows? Maybe they draft one of those guys next year. I mean, I understand that, but look, they don't have another first round pick for next year. Between picks 5 to 7, I figured they were going to move back one of these picks. There was rumors they were going to move back one of those picks for more draft capital next year, but they didn't do that, unfortunately. So don't know why the Giants didn't do it, unless they know that they have a lot of faith in Daniel Jones. If they want a quarterback in the top 5 next year, because next year's draft obviously going to be different now because now you have quarterbacks coming into play and good ones coming into the draft next year, they're going to have to give up a lot of draft capital now because of it, depending if they want to trade players or try to get some bigger draft pick capital. Who knows? So, but we'll see, though. Sean says, Big Steels stated he heard rumors Raiders are interested in Bradberry too. Yeah, Raiders are interested as well. Carl says, Joe, I told you Philadelphia Eagles will get Jordan Davis. But I've been talking about Jordan Davis since the Combine, bro. I've been talking about Devontae Wyatt and Jordan Davis since the Combine. I said one of those two will be one of those Georgia defensive tackles will be a Philadelphia Eagle. On how many streams? On how many videos? Talked about it nonstop. And I'm glad he's here, man. Totally glad he's here. Seriously says, yes, Hurts' job, but if the kid Strong had more mobility, he'd be putting a lot of pressure on Hurts this season. His arm is phenomenal. Jimmy says, Joey, can't believe how fast we turn this team. I know, dude. It's getting a lot younger, man. The past couple seasons, past couple years, yeah, it's getting it's definitely getting a lot better. Josh says, Joey, if we release a player and take cap hit, then someone signs him, shouldn't we lose the hit? I swear it sounds like alimony. Got to keep paying them to go torture someone else. Yeah, I get it. I don't think that's the case, though, unfortunately. I wish there was a rule for that, but unfortunately not. The Underwood says, being from New York, when did you realize you were an Eagles fan? And there any specific moment? Probably 2009 to 2010, probably. I think it was just a bet I had with a bunch of friends I had that were Jet fans. The Eagles played the Jets. And really, because even when I was in high school, I didn't watch football that much, like religiously, because I was a football player. I went to college to play football upstate as well. But, it kind of just happened at that moment, really. I just started watching a little bit more. Coach said, Joey, you think Fletcher Cox stay with the Philadelphia Eagles or not? No, after this year, no, definitely not. They redid his deal this way that dead cap goes from 40 to 12, 13, 14 fully guaranteed, and hopefully Cox has a good year because really he's playing for himself now, for another team to go grab him after this year. So text are the D-line depth insane. We have 2 full rotational, full D-line lineups. We have starters as backup. Just think about that. Yeah, I totally agree. Yo, Mayor, what's going on, man? He says dudes in the live stream defending Rager are bitching asking him to catch the ball. If not too high expectations, that's what his job is to do, catch the ball. I know. I want him gone. Usually you give these receivers 3 years. Okay, I totally get it. 3 years, definitely get it. You gave Nelson Aguilar 3 years, and he did really good his third year, and, it is what it is, man. But he just can't get separation. He gets bullied off the line of scrimmage. He's lazy on routes. Now, I do think that Hurts could have – I think that Rager early in the season – Hurts missed on a lot of passes to him that he was wide open. So stats probably would have been a lot better this year. But he has not done – I mean, he started every single game this year. 300 yards, a little over 300 yards. It's not enough for a number one pick. It's just – it's not – a first-round pick, it's not enough for me. Especially that Giants game when he missed those 2 wide open passes. And feel bad for Devontae Smith because he was open and they didn't throw to him. He told Nick Sirianni on the sideline, give me the ball. They never gave him the ball. It's just crazy. Crazy. Joe said the NFC East, all teams had quarterback questions. Obviously, the quarterback who answers the most questions will probably win the division. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Definitely agree with that. Demond says Brayton Covey could be a similar version of Greg Ward. I agree. Carlos Maloney says, Joey's Philadelphia Eagles fan. I give Philadelphia Eagles draft picks an A+ 100%. I thought it was an A+ draft, man. I thought last year was an A- draft. Okay. It was actually a B+, but I said if Landon Dickerson works out in the second round because he came in, he got drafted in the second round as a center, best center in college football from Alabama. And I figured maybe, he could work out if he stays healthy. And, man, they put him at left. They had him at right guard first in the home opener against the 49ers, played horrible. Then they moved him to left guard when Samalo got hurt and Brooks came back. Or when Driscoll went in there pretty much when they put Driscoll in there. And then that was it. That's the story, man. And he's playing really good at left. That's an A- draft for me last year. This was A+++ for the moves they made. The official on the track. What's going on, man? Artificial, what's going on? My fellow Philly fans, not at all, but ones who don't understand the Eagles have had the most success rushing the ball with the committee. We don't have any future backs in Shady. That's totally true. That's why I don't think Miles Sanders could be here unless he takes a really cheap offer. That's really it, man. I don't think he goes, Miles Sanders, he has a good year. I don't think the Eagles pay him $40 to $50 million. It's just not going to happen. You don't need to pay running backs with the offensive line that you have right now. You plug in running backs that aren't even mid-tier contracts. You get rotational guys, whether you have a 1-2 punch or a 3-headed monster. That's what you do. The Eagles should always invest in running backs every single year. Not even free agents, but always draft one. Because if there's one that possibly could play really well behind this offensive line, you won't have to spend a lot of money at the running back position. And obviously it's devalued, and well so. I mean, you have a good running back with no offensive line, you're in trouble, man. You know what I mean? So wouldn't surprise me if he walks after this season. Hold on one second. Mayor say Rager defenders are cowards, soft as Rager. Seal says, no, we shouldn't lose the cap hit is due to guaranteed money broken out of that year for a player. Jimmy Garrity says, yo, Joey, happy to see how fast we turn this team around with all the great players we got. Reddick will go off. Can't wait to see Dean play. Telling you right now, if Hassan Reddick doesn't have over 10 sacks this year, Gannon's got to get fired. I mean, he really does. If Hassan Reddick doesn't have at least 10 sacks or more this year, I'd be shocked. Because look, at the end of the day, Hassan Reddick's got 23.5 sacks in two seasons. And if Gannon has no idea how to use some of these guys, it's gonna be on Gannon. I'm not gonna blame the players. I'm just not. So depending on who it is offensively, but defensively, I can't blame them all. Shakes, do you sign Rhodes for cheap or sign Bradberry for a 2-year, $24 million, 14 guaranteed? That's not really that bad. It's not really that bad, to be honest. If you're paying him, that's not a bad contract at all. I would do it. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that expensive. I mean, I think that's a good deal, but I don't think it's going to be that expensive. Rhodes should be a lot cheaper than that. Carlos says, Howie Roseman killed this draft, and he's the man. He is the man. Benny, what's going on? He says, give Davis some time. I know he'll develop pass rusher. There's too much knowledge in that locker room not to learn from. I totally agree with that. Jim says, let Wentz throw it to Covey. Covey will need mental therapy. Philly Fan D said, we need to give time for a pass rush. Can't grade a pass rush of corners sitting 8 yards back. Yeah, well, on top of that, it's like, even if these corners can only do so much, they could cover for 7 to 9 seconds, and that's just too long. I mean, you got to have a pass rush. Artificial says, want a chip with Blunt, Ajayi, Clement, Deuce, Westbrook, and Buckhalter, etc. It's what we do. Yeah, that's definite. Siri says, how deep in the playoffs do you think we'll make it? I don't know, dude. I think this NFC East is wide open, and again, to a playoff game. If they can win a playoff game, it would be amazing. It's a good start to what's going to be coming to the future. So, yeah, she said, watching Covey making guys literally fall over, plays trying to catch him is hilarious. Hopefully it follows suit in the NFL. That's what I'm hoping. So we'll see. Carlos said, Joey, I like Carson Young. Carson Young, he will make the rosters back up for jail. Oh, Carson Strong you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just depends. If Minshew isn't traded, he's not going to be the backup. And if Carson Strong is actually on the practice squad, he's not going to last not even 2 days. Somebody will pick him up. Jim said Wentz was why Rager is Rager now. I don't agree with that. Don't blame another quarterback for why Rager is the way he is. And Wentz wasn't even here this year. So Little T said, Joey, the difference is they all getting paid. We are barely playing Hurts. Love to see it. Joe said, if Carson Wentz was that important, he would have been that. He wouldn't have been that available. Mayor said, Jim, Bird, stop making excuses. You can. She said, yo, Joey, think Dean will be calling plays on defense soon. Then the Eagles Washington game link at the link need to go. I'm going to be at the home opener this year. If it's I'm going to be at that Vikings-Eagles home opener on Monday night. Definitely going to be at that game, 100%. I understand I stream games every week, but usually I go to one game, and usually the opener is like, especially if I haven't been to a late night game in forever. So, Carl says, Joey, our Philadelphia Eagles team, do you think Philadelphia Eagles will go to the Super Bowl? I say yes, they will. I'm not going to go that far, man. I don't think it's a Super Bowl year for the Eagles this year. I think it's a rebuilding year, but it's like a rebuilding / man, they made some good moves. They made some really good moves. Like, it's supposed to be a rebuilding year for the Eagles, but man, Howie Roseman has killed it with some of the moves that he's made, man. No joke. No joke. Chris Scott says, speed, quickness, cutting ability, and being able to take it to the house, all the factors that make great punter Covey. I totally agree, man. Britton Covey is getting a lot of attention right now, especially from the fan base. And as soon as I saw him, I was like, somebody actually told me to watch him. And I was like, damn, that guy is good. We got a super chat from Steagles fan 568. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it so much. We have 307 in the chat right now. If you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. And we'll have more streams tomorrow, pretty much every day this week. We'll be going over the schedule on Thursday. Like the stream if you guys haven't. Try to get the stream to 200 likes if we possibly can. Appreciate everybody that joined the stream today. Definitely check out the memberships in the pinned comment for extra content. Any tier does not matter. You get the same content for each tier. Does not matter. Just for support and obviously the extra content. So thank you so much. Swag says, yo, I haven't been on the Eagles game ever. Would love to go. You should, man. Depending where you are, you should go. At least once. Just go. Lewis said, didn't you say Kadarius Toney was going to be the best receiver in the NFC East? You speaking? Who, me? The best receiver? I don't think I said that. Maybe you're probably not talking to me. I don't know. Eagles Vikings prediction right now. You heard it here first. Eagles 31-28. Jake Elliott game-winning field goal. That'd be a close game. Vaughn talks is me too, Joey. May God bless our Sixers. Sixers play tonight. Can't wait to watch that game at 7:30 Eastern. Let's get in the lead in this whole thing. Let's do it up. Tied up 2-2. Joe said, the fact that you need to ask that question is questionable about your football knowledge. I don't know what's going on right now. Jim says, hey, dudes, hit the like and I speak of truth, not excuse. Baby, I watched some videos on Strong. Really does have a cannon of an arm. Remember the conference he played in, not much competition. Luna, I said, what up, Joey? Can't come to the dark side. I'm already the dark side, man. I'm already the dark side. No, I get you. Barron said Reddick, Hargrave, Fletch, Sweat, and Dean. Sirius says, Joey, do you think if any of these undrafted free agents don't make the roster, do you think we get a first rounder in 23 draft for any of them, and who do you think it is? I think Covey will make the roster, and maybe Mario Goodrich. Out of I'll pick two of them and say Mario Goodrich, the cornerback they paid a lot of money to. Maybe he makes some noise for that second spot. So we'll see. But do you think we get a first rounder 23 draft for any of them? I don't think so. No, you're not going to get a high pick for guys that are coming off of undrafted free agents. Probably not. Most likely. Probably not. This is Embiid coming back with vengeance. He deserves MVP, but we have bigger things in mind. Championship. That's all that matters. I can't believe he didn't get it, man. That's crazy. So I say, hopefully, Hard drops another gem. So Embiid, I think, will be better. Yeah, I mean, when I watched Harden the other night, Harden looked like Houston Harden, man. That guy took over. It was nice because you gave rest to Embiid in that fourth quarter, and Harden kind of took over that fourth, which I was really happy about. So. Like I said, we will destroy the Saints for the third in a row with Hurts. Love seeing Saints on our schedule. Yeah, new coaching staff, obviously new head coach. No Sean Payton anymore. Jameson Winston is the quarterback. They have, Chris Olave now and Michael Thomas coming back. So we'll see, man. Eagles Fly says, only Eagles game I've ever been to is a loss to the Cowboys 31-3. El Savage says, Eagles team to beat the NFC. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, I'm being biased right now, but fly, Eagles fly. It's not being biased. You're loving your team, man. That's all that matters. Sam Bassetti says, Joey heard Patrick Peterson might get cut. Have you heard anything? No, I mean, he signed that 1 year deal. He signed a 1 year deal, to the Vikings, and they have Andrew Booth now as the other corner that they really needed. I told you I had them getting Andrew Booth, and it wasn't early. It was in the second round. Joe says, Zachary, stop me smoking the product, and maybe you'll sound a little smarter about football. The mind says, Joey, do you agree that that preseason is also meaningful? I love preseason. I know a lot of people don't. Oh, no, I like it. I mean, I started watching preseason a few years ago. I wasn't a big fan of preseason too much, these preseason games. Now, there's only 3 games. So I actually kind of see, like, I really don't want to sit Jalen Hurts the whole preseason. I don't. I feel like they're going to give him a couple snaps in the first game, and that's it. They're going to give him a couple series, and that's it. I feel like they'd give him as many snaps as they possibly can. And then that last game, just rest him. T-Op said Eagles will be at least in the NFC Championship. Damn, dude. You guys really think – I mean, look, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but you guys already have them going to the NFC Championship game. Man, I'm telling you, that'd be fantastic. But that'd be a huge – wow. That'd be great. Eagle 93 Zachary, are you anywhere near the Central Valley? Josh says we really need the Saints to just have the worst luck this year and go 3-14. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. Eli says we're 87 days till preseason, man. I want to see Hurts get a lot of snaps. Don't rest him. I also want to see Strong take snaps too. Your take on that? I mean, yeah, for preseason, I mean, everyone's going to have their shot. I mean, Strong, Carson Strong's going to have a lot of opportunity to showcase himself, to see what he's learned from this whole entire offseason. He's just got to work on his mobility, man, to not be a sitting duck in the backfield. I mean, that's really it. Because he is he reminds me of Sam Bradford, the way he sits in that pocket. He sits in that pocket way too long. He's a very old school quarterback because he just sits and just passes. He's got to, climb in the pocket. He's got to work on that. And obviously be more consistent on his throwing, even though he has a fantastic NFL-ready arm. It comes down to accuracy, and it comes down to, climbing up in the pocket. And obviously the knee issues are a big issue, big problem as of right now, having knee surgery in the past. And, a lot of teams were passing on him immensely just because of, his knee problems. So, Joey, you also had us taking Georgia defensive line before anyone. Philly Hunter was still dreaming about Jameson Williams. I like Jameson Williams. I figured that the Eagles were going to do that. It's not what I want to do, and I wouldn't have minded. But I wanted them to get a defensive lineman regardless in this draft, first round. I didn't care who it was between Devontae Wyatt and Jordan Davis, and we got him. Who that dude said? Destroy is a big word. Who that? Eagles 5 said, do you see the Packers being the top threat in the NFC? If not, I mean, yeah, could be that, could be them. I mean, even what's Tampa Bay going to do this year as well? We'll see. Eagles are probably I'd say the fifth best, I think between the fifth and sixth best team in the conference right now. If I could really take a wild guess, because I can't see the Saints winning more than 5 games next year. I think we'll have top 10 pick. Benny says, imagine the finishing of the 2022 season with a 3-14 record and the Eagles get their first round pick. Jim says, hey, Joe, you may want to take a puff of that product to gain enlightenment. Let's see. Texas, we owe an apology of Howie sexuals. Jacob says, Joey, I'm going to take a nap. Do you think Pickett is going to start this year? Yeah, I mean, from all that's happened so far, yeah, I feel like he will. I think he has more of a chance now to start. I mean, I think he's going to be better than Trubisky, to be honest with you. That's just me. Trubisky, I don't think he's going to last the whole season. I think they'll end up benching him. If not, I'm hoping Kenny Pickett can, play better in this offseason. Sheila said, which is testament to his arm strength. Kaimo says, hey, Joey, do you still live in New York or do you live in Delaware Valley? No, I'm in New York, man. I've been in New York my whole life. I'm actually going to be moving soon. Not this year, maybe a year and a half from now. Expecting to leave New York very soon. That's definitely in the playing cards. Barrett said, were the Eagles trading up for Williams before the Lions took him? Or what? No, it wasn't going to happen at all, because that A.J. Brown trade was going to happen regardless. It was at 1 p.m. That was going to happen. That trade was already done before that. But no, Jameson Williams wasn't the smoke screen. I think the Eagles were trying to jump the Ravens. I think the Ravens were going to draft Jordan Davis, and that's what was going to happen. So Joe says, yeah, expect to win, which was the Vegas under-over, which every NFL platform is based on. But yeah, it's all up to Jalen Hurts this season. Joe says, so this season, every time you watch an Eagles game, Zachary, that number that's called spread, it's what everything is based on. Sirius says, Hurts needs to be in the pocket passer, stepping up in the pocket and not turn the ball over, under, throw wide receivers. Jacob says, fact, bitch, is it going to start for us? It's going to be Pickett. I have a feeling too, man. I don't think Trubisky's going to last the whole season if he becomes a starter. So Jim said the product puff of Joe Santiago. Jade says, hey, Joey, give it to Howie. It can't pick a receiver, so he gets one. He can't draft. He could have drafted, Traylon Burks is right there. He could have drafted him. But you got a 24-year-old receiver in this draft. I mean, there's our 24-year-old prospects coming out of this draft that we just had. You trade a first and a third. You stole A.J. Brown. Because at the end of the day, like a lot of the Titans fans are like, "Oh, Treylon Burks is gonna be better than A.J. Brown." They're starting to like, they're starting to they got a concussion now, so they're trying to change their minds about A.J. Brown being absolutely nothing and making Treylon Burks something more special. So A.J. Brown was a total steal, in my opinion. Tony B said, "Yeah, I heard A.J. was done earlier that day too. Only hold up was the contract extension." Yeah, that was it. And then once that got done later in the day, it was already done. Coach, how concerned are you about coaching? Are you about the coaching this year? Will Sirianni and Gannon step up? Sirianni is always going to step up. I have no problem with Sirianni. It's really Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon, your offensive defensive coordinators. Because with Shane Steichen, it's about play design, route combinations, who they're trying to at least because of matchups. We're going to find out this year. But we're going to definitely find out this year, 100%. So, you're treating Rager like a number one. You're throwing to Devontae Smith in that playoff game in the third quarter. I mean, that's not good. I mean, you already have enough quarterback issues as it is right now, or it was last year, the issues that we had with Jalen Hurts last year. But they have got to do better. They have got to do better than that. Jacob says, I would be pissed if Pickett isn't starting. Yeah, I don't know. I think he might. Barron says, Titans fans are in denial. Eagles fan says, what's the depth chart looking like behind A.J. Smith and Quez? It's A.J. Smith and Quez right now. I think you got Greg Ward, you got Britton Covey, you got Zach Pascal. I think that's it. I think they keep 5 this year. Cosmo says, do your friends in New York break your balls for being a huge? Oh, 100%. I mean, my family are a bunch of Giant fans. I got a lot of family members that are Giant fans. It's I don't really see them too often, but it's just something I have to deal with, unfortunately. Frank says, Mark Holmes blows. Sixers, I'm off to work, Joey. Later, bro. Great stream. Thank you, Sixers Dub. Thank you for coming in, man. Jim says, we have tools. I just hope the coaches use them. Texas Peterson on our Siri. Who's better? It's different for me, man, because I think with Peterson after, I think Frank Reich was a huge help to Doug Peterson. Once Frank Reich left after 17, I think did he leave after 18 or 17? I think it was 18. I'm not sure. They kind of fell apart a little bit. Now, Doug is a player's coach. I understand that 100%. I think he used some of these players really well. John, and not even Jim Schwartz, I think just fell apart because he had a lot of veteran favoritism with his defense. He kept Derek Barnett playing when he wasn't playing well. Nate Gary was still a linebacker for a long time. There was a lot of issues. Nick, I think, has control of his offensive coordinator, puts him in check. So what happens is the offensive coordinator in Shane Steichen, he'll have 5-6 plays already dialed up for the offense. Okay, and Nick wants to make adjustments. He will make adjustments. So Nick is involved in the play calling as well. I don't think Doug was involved in too much of play calling. I mean, he did call some of the plays, but I think when it comes to a joint, I think after when Frank left, he took most of the play calling to himself. Then there was issues, and I think it came down to, what Howie wanted. And they had these meetings every single week with the Eagles. So Nick would meet up. So Doug would meet up with Howie every week about we need to run more, we need to pass more. And I just don't think it was working for Doug at the end of the day. So I still miss Doug regardless. I wish I wouldn't mind him still being a Philadelphia Eagles head coach. But Nick, I didn't really like him beginning of last year at all. I really didn't. I was kind of like, I'll give the guy a chance, but I'm just not really feeling him too much. But I really started to like him because I think he does well with the playbook. I think he's going to play a little bit better. I think he's going to scheme these guys a little bit better. I think he's going to help Shane a little bit more for what we have. And I think the players really like him. And the whole fertilizer and flowers and all this crap that happened last year, we thought it was a joke. And the players actually believed it. It totally believed it. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Eagles Fight said, Joey, it's fine. Not 2 years strong watching your streams when I get that wrench. Oh, yeah, dude, definitely. You've been in here a lot. Let me try to find you first. You're good. You're good to go. Sue said, if Hurts works out and Saints pick one, would you still pick a QB? No, I mean, if Hurts works out, I'm not looking for another quarterback. I mean, that's it. I mean, Dante says AJ Brown 2-3 years at 1K, Burks 1,000 NFL 0. How is he better? Barron says family full of Giants fans. That's rough. It's not as bad as you think it is. Bryce AJ Brown Avery Brown gets his revenge game this year versus the Titans. I totally forgot we played the Titans this year. Lafayette says Raiders making it to the AFC Championship game, at least probably against Buffalo. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yo, RPF, what's going on, man? He says, I'm not upset at all that Joel Embiid got robbed out of the MVP award, so they don't care individual awards. Being a Sixers fan since 87, I want a championship real bad. Waited 35 years for this year. Yeah, dude. And I hope they get it. I hope they get it, bro. And I think he's going to be more pissed off. He's going to play really pissed off. When it comes to Jokic, man, his defense is just very alarming. The way he plays defense is alarming. I thought he's not played up to par defense. I don't get it. This is a guy that's coming in with a torn ligament in his thumb and a broken face, and this guy is still playing at a high level. I'm not saying that Joel Embiid needs over 30 points because just him being on the court is going to open up a lot for Tobias Harris and Maxey and even Harden. You know what I mean? But, I mean, Harden played a fantastic game yesterday. I mean, fantastic. I mean, a couple days ago. Jade said, I always thought he was from Delco. Yeah, no, dude. You're the smartest one in your family. Yeah, of course. That's me. Of course. Danny the Great said, my family are all Cowboys fans. Always a good football rivalry in the house. Yeah, I bet it is. Lumini says, in the draft was Burger King menu. How we got 2 double Whoppers, 2 large fries, 10-piece nuggets, and 2 Cokes for $5. I just lost my spot. What's going on? Paul says, is our current team better than 2017 roster, just more talented and younger core? I think the quarterback situation is a question mark right now going to this year. I hope, Jalen Hurts plays well. When it comes to the offensive line, I think the offensive line is better. I think the running back core is just as good or better. That they can use a lot of these guys if they stay healthy. I think the receiver core is tremendously better because they're younger. They're not free agents. Okay. AJ Brown is 24 years old. I mean, a number 1 receiver for the Titans last year. Devontae Smith, the number 1 receiver. I think definitely 100% this wide receiver core is better than the receiver core. Between Torrey Smith, not even he had like over 300 yards for the year, but played really well. Alshon Jeffrey, played well that year on a torn rotator cuff, but damn, played really well. So we'll see. Tight end position, probably not as much depth because you had Trey Burton behind Selleck and Zach Ertz. So, I mean, that was a really good trio right there. The Eagles really don't have that trio right now. But defensively, I think, I think that defensive line was better right now for that 2017 season. But hopefully this year is a lot better. So, we'll see when the time comes. Bishop Peterson offense looks way simpler than Frank led it. It was the same motion play action, no run game. Steele says, why do I see Ward getting cut? Because they valued Reagor over Ward. That's why they never started Ward. I think he went in for 1 game, got a touchdown, and I mean that was it. You know what I mean? I think Ward would be really good in the slot. Got to go. Have a blessed day, Joey Shakes. Everyone in the chat, I appreciate it, man. Fly goes fly. Thank you, Zach, for coming in. Nick started to bloom. Yes, he did. Sports said, your guys had a great draft. What do you think about the Jets draft? I think they were amazing. I thought they had a fantastic draft. I mean, you got Garrett Wilson. You got one of those offensive linemen. I think it was a great draft for the Jets. Jets had a fantastic draft. So hopefully with Zach Wilson, hopefully, he pans out, man. I'm hoping he pans out. We'll see though. We'll see. Yo, Trent, what's going on, man? Kiko said everything changed after the Flower speech. It did. Even the second half to that Chargers game, everything. I thought the team started to change a little bit. I think that was like the turning point. That second half of that Chargers game really started to change his team a little bit. Richie says, Shakes, where Reagor on your depth chart, he will improve. Keep in mind, Reagor had a stable coaching staff around and mentor his talent in college. So the pros, Aaron Moorhead, come on, bro. Yeah, but dude, there's more to it than just don't give excuses for Jalen Reagor. Don't give excuses and say it's the coaching staff now. If the guy could play, the guy could play. That's it. The guy can't get out of his own head. Yeah, he had 6 different quarterbacks in college at TCU, okay? It just shows how he just plays off the line. It's just not there. There's no explosiveness. He gets bullied by corners. I mean, he's had every opportunity to be the hero, and he has not. 2 touchdowns for the year. Come on now. It's not enough, man. It's not enough. Ron says, knowing that cornerback 3 would be lined up on Quez in the slot makes me smile hard as well. I mean, what I meant, yeah, it's going to be a huge mismatch. A number 3 corner on Quez on the inside, bro. It's crazy. You're good, man. You're good, Eagles Fly. I'm telling you, bro. Quez, I'm so excited. I'm more excited about Quez than a lot of players, to be honest. Quez is going to have a monster year this year. Drew Summers, how many people work out with Tom House and don't get better? I mean, it's definitely true. I mean, it just, people, well, it doesn't mean you go to Tom House means you're going to turn to a fantastic quarterback, but, guys want to go to him, because he's a guru for quarterbacks. And, I think Tom House used to be an ex-pitcher, I think, in baseball. Jason Deed says, yeah, gonna root for Doug this year almost. Except he play and when he doesn't play us. Joe says, I believe that's why you're the most sane and logical Eagles fan I know, because you have that good Giants base around behind you. That's not, dude, no. I mean, even back in high school, like the Giants were like, I'd go to a couple friends, their houses. They'd be watching the Giants. I'd go hang out with them. They'd be watching the Giants on TV on the weekend or whatever, and just hang out, whatever. But it kind of sucked a little bit. But LTY said, been a support since 170 subs. Used to record on your phone, snapping about us Eagles. Man, 170 subscribers. Holy crap! I don't even want to look at those videos anymore. Those videos are cringy as hell. What was I doing? I have no idea. But hell. Appreciate you still being here, man. It means a lot to be here for that long. That's almost since 2016. That's a long time. Hurts going to throw for 4K and rush for 850, 10+ touchdowns. Jason D said B got stuck up at gunpoint. Dr. Philly says, do you think Wentz or Hurts would have a better year with the Birds with real wet wideouts with improvement? I think Hurts is going to have a good year, man. That's what I'm hoping. Sorry, there's a fly on my wall. I just killed it. I'm not a fly. It was like a gnat or something. No, I think Wentz, unfortunately, man, like he couldn't, even with Jalen Hurts still here as Wentz as a starter, he wouldn't last. I mean, he was already on the outs after he got benched in that Green Bay game. He was already done. Went to the Colts, went on radio to say, yeah, I was pretty much done when they benched me in that Green Bay game. I mean, just from getting benched one time because he was playing like crap. Couldn't admit at press conferences he was playing like crap. He'd say, we just got to do better. We just got to do better. Every single week. I was just totally tired of it. Carrot says, do you think Grant Calcaterra will be a steal? I'm hoping he is, man. Between what we have behind at tight end right now, he's got a big chance to make some noise. I don't know. Could be better than J. Jaw at tight end. Could be better at, Tyree Jackson's only going into his second year as a tight end right now. So because, Calcaterra has more, has been playing the position a lot longer. We'll see. And Jack Stahl is mostly a blocking tight end, but I like to see him get some passes as well. So Joe said, Joey, the Eagles fan from Jersey with Giants roots. Nah, don't love it, dude. Don't love it. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Garrett said, hi, your greens from Eagles fan from Germany. From Germany. That's awesome, man. It's crazy how people watch me from far away. It's crazy, dude, from Germany. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for watching, dude. Garrett says, Grant Calcaterra most likely to make the roster. I hope so. T-Hop said, thank you of Georgia. Appreciate it. Reggie said, 17,000 subscribers, Joe Shake shaves his dome or does the one-chip challenge or something like that. Well, let me know. If I hit 17,000 subscribers on this stream, we'll see. I don't even know. I haven't really even checked it. But, we'll see. We're actually 3 away from 17K. Lagos Vaz have Quez on another stream. Another team has their slot wide out. Teams that play the Eagles would Quez versus backs be a mismatch. Yeah, I think so, man. I think so. Texas happy. We got Selleck. A chip away loves him. Oh, yeah, definitely, dude. I was glad he got it. Cosmo said, what are the odds we lure Jenkins out of retirement? He's got plenty left in the tank. He had many tickets last year. He did. Look, I know it's a reach. I made a video on Malcolm Jenkins coming back, blah, blah, blah. Maybe. Because if you remember back in 2020 when Deshaun Jackson got hurt, okay, the Eagles actually called Torrey Smith out of retirement. They tried to call him out of retirement. They gave him a call and said, hey, could you come back for a year? He said no, unfortunately. I can't blame him. He's in retirement. He's focused on other things now. So Lowe said, Joey, been a supporter since 170 subs. Used to record on your phone. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I appreciate it, though. Jay says, Hurts gets 3,768 yards, 27 touchdowns, plus 9 rushing. Joe said, I don't understand why you guys think that Jalen Hurts has weapons that he's going. Well, here's the thing. I think he can be better. I just don't know if he's going to be. You know what I mean? See, you're a Giants fan, and then there's a bunch of Cowboy fans that say, oh, Jalen Hurts is going to suck this year. I'm like, yeah, he could suck this year. You're probably right. He could be totally horrible this year. But the thing is, you're not saying anything that's surprising to me. I know going into this that either Jalen Hurts is going to fail or he's going to succeed, or he's going to be right in the middle. That's what I think is going to happen. The Eagles have 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick next year because the Eagles have picks with a really good roster right now. Okay, in case if Hurts doesn't work out, they go for a quarterback. Whatever you guys are saying, it doesn't surprise me because this is what we've known all along this whole entire offseason. Now, there are a lot of Jalen Hurts people out there that that don't care and say he's going to play really well. Me, I'm very realistic. Okay, I didn't give Jalen Hurts a lot of crap early last year because he was technically still a rookie because he only played a few games in 2020. So early in the season last year, I couldn't really bitch too much, just because he's still a rookie. But then by the end of the year, I kind of wanted to, move up a little bit and kind of progress a little bit. And I thought he got better at the end of 2021, but I thought he got better, but but it's not saying a lot, But this year, the Eagles are like, okay, we're not paying a quarterback right now. Jalen Hurts is really cheap right now. You give him weapons, you build around him. I think the Eagles have given almost everything to Jalen Hurts. He's got probably the number 1 offensive line in the league. Number 2, a really crowded running back room. You just got another number 1 receiver for your team in A.J. Brown. That's going to work well with Devontae Smith, with Quez Watkins. I think you got a great tight end in Dallas Goedert. That's, who are you really going to defend in this offense? Jalen Hurts got everything on the tip of his fingers right now. Everything's on Hurts now. So we know this. We know that he probably will suck. Or he might play well, and I hope he plays well. I have faith that he will play well, and if he doesn't, then he doesn't. It is what it is. I'm not going to cry about it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm going to be mad at the time when we lose games because of dumb decisions, if that's what Hurts does this year. But at the same time, I'm going to be realistic about it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be realistic about it. Sally says Rager needs to go somewhere else and get the fresh start. He's not going to ball for Philly. Jay says we win 11 games this season. Joe says Jalen Rager is booty cheeks. He isn't for the Eagles. Joey, what the news on Bradberry, and are we trading for the safety from the Ravens? I don't think we're trading for the safety from the Ravens. I think Bradberry is on the list right now, but there are other cornerbacks that are actually out there. Joe Hayden, Kyle Fuller, Xavier Rhodes, probably one of my favorites because he did work with Jonathan Gannon when Gannon was the cornerback coach a couple of years back with the Colts. So we'll see. And Rager is booty cheeks. So I agree with that 100%. Joe says Jalen Hurts was quarterback for Alabama. Chris Ty, future NFL players all around him. He lost his job to Tua. Yeah, he lost his job to Tua, but at the same time, he played really good with Oklahoma. I mean, and he's not unfortunately, he's an RPO read option quarterback, and he's got to change. He's got to change because he's making, and look, I'm not saying that doesn't work because Nick Foles did it really well. That's how he won the Super Bowl. I mean, I think Nick Foles is one of the best RPO quarterbacks because he makes it look really good. With Jalen Hurts, they use him too much in read options. And like I said, RPOs, they need to do a lot better, get him into play action and do some different things. I mean, that's really it. I mean, and his anticipation on throwing. I mean, he missed on a lot of targets wide open. There's a lot of games we could have won this year. I mean, could have beat KC. There's a lot of games we could have won this year. Unfortunately, it was a total mess. So Jalen Hurts was not supposed to be the starting quarterback of this team. Absolutely not. He was drafted in the second round to be a backup quarterback to Carson Wentz for 4 years. That's pretty much what Jalen Hurts was brought in for. Okay. Wentz leaving because he was being a baby, that's totally fine. So if this doesn't work out, I mean, we already know this. If Hurts doesn't work out, we're going after a quarterback next year. Simple as that. Simple as that. So Eagles 5 said, what Eagles from 2016 would you bring back? Mine is Chris Long. I love what he brought to the team. Prenz was underrated. Oh, yeah. I mean, Chris Long, definitely. LeGarrette Blount, because I really want a bruiser back right now. I want a bruiser back in this offense. Definitely. Jerry says, if the Eagles go to the NFC Championship game, it's going to be with Carson Strong or Gardner Minshew. It's not going to be with Jalen Hurts. And if you guys think so, you're insane. Barron said, I'm surprised Easy Money ain't here having a raving about Strong. He'll be back sooner or later. Lil says, they were cringy, Joey, back then, still valid since, so I subscribed ever since. I appreciate it so much, man. Yeah, they were cringy, dude. You can tell me the truth. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Lip Cover says, I think Jalen Hurts has to be Lamar type of player for a couple years until Carson Strong is fully developed. And I think we got a star AV. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. We have 289 in the chat. Much love to everybody sitting here right now. We've been streaming for an hour and 4 minutes. We'll go a little bit longer today. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. We're actually close to 17,000 subscribers. Holy crap. Been kind of crazy off season. Thank you so much, everybody. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Obviously, for more Eagles content, streaming tomorrow as well. Having more videos out tomorrow. I don't know. I didn't make a video today because we came up with, we had like 3 videos yesterday. So I said, I'll skip on videos today just because we had a good amount of videos with the Bradberry news and obviously the Eagles-Vikings news in week 2, primetime, and some other stuff. So definitely subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the content. Like the stream. Let's try to get the stream to 200 likes if we possibly can. So I appreciate that so much. Check out the pinned comment. Become a member for the Shake Squad Army, guys. We have extra content, stuff I can't put on YouTube. Doesn't matter what tier you get. It's just for strictly support and just for the extra content that I come out with. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming in today. Ferret says, I want to see John Harrar play the preseason. Jason, what's going on? Reese says, Gans D caused more turnovers, thus shortening a field for the Hurts, and the Eagles will win more games. Yeah, I mean, hopefully it did. Definitely that's another piece of the puzzle too. The defense has got to put our offense in good position too, man. We need turnovers. We need to, and there has been games where they did that. A couple games here and there. I thought that Carolina game that like the Eagles had 3 sacks, I think 3 picks. They had like 3 sacks, 3 picks that game. 2 from Slay, 1 from Nelson that game. I mean, and the offense just couldn't get it done. It was just so annoying. You think we'll extend Quez? I think when's Quez a free agent? I don't know when his contract's up. Yo, South Tex, the Cowboys fan. What's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good day today, dude. So Nate said, I'm scared for the Sixers game, Joey. I'm not. I feel good. I feel like they're going to dominate tonight. I do. I feel like they're going to dominate tonight. Mayor say, only Coward calls someone out, but hide behind a screen. Cowgirl has entered the chat. He's here. So the Sixers getting the W tonight. I can feel it too, bro. I feel good. And Embiid not getting MVP, he's going off today. He is going off today. I do not care. So, Philly Fantasy said, Mayor Slate, nobody calling you out respectfully to others. We got a super chat from Joey Shake 72 Burner. Hurts will be that franchise guy and a Kobe Dean defensive rookie of the year. That'd be. I think Dean is going to have a monster year this year. I think Dean is going to have over 100 tackles and 6 sacks for the year. I do. I really do. So he's going to have a fantastic. That's a great picture, by the way. That must have been from a game I reacted to at home or something. Keith says, Philly Fan D, why are you ducking action? What's going on? Oh, this chat is going kind of crazy. So Zanika says, what up, mate? Am I late much? You're okay. You're an hour and 7 minutes late, but it's okay. You're never late to the party. The party it's still starting. So it's exactly. Tony B. South Tex, how many games did Dak shoulder give out? His ankle snapped, only 66 games. Get Aaron says, what's your take on Carter Strong? Could he really be like a super steal, or this just a project for the Eagles to get some draft picks next year if he stays healthy? The problem with Carson Strong is he reminds me of Sam Bradford. When it comes to, he's a very old school style quarterback where he literally sits in the pocket and passes. He doesn't move around. He doesn't know how to climb the pocket. His awareness is really bad. He sits in the pocket and he throws the ball. That's it. He's got a can of an arm. He has an NFL-ready arm. Got to be more consistent on the throws, but he just needs to work on climbing the pocket. And obviously, his draft stock fell due to his past knee injury that a lot of teams were kind of worried about, that past knee surgery. So his knees aren't really that great either, so that's something to look out for. So he's just got to start moving around the pocket a little bit more. I mean, that's it, really. I mean, and tweak some of his throwing. Other than that, I mean, yeah, I mean, he could be the backup to Hurts, but I think it's only if Minshew leaves. They're not keeping 3 running back. They're not keeping 3 quarterbacks on this roster, regardless. So, everybody says Hurts not the franchise guy. John says, why doesn't Adrian Killins get any burn anywhere? Hey, he's not here anymore. Luminati says, shout out from hell, Philly, you have viewers who live inside the earth. SB says, no one could guard Embiid. They even tried to have Butler on him. We getting the dub. Chicken cheesesteak lover says, anyone doubting Hurts needs to watch how the Eagles mastered the RPO from Jamie Live. Says he's not an Eagles fan, but makes birds look scary, especially after A.J. Brown edition. Keem Info says, Philly Fan D, you've been mentioning Mayor since last year on Philly Farmers Channel. I remember your name. Zonade says, what do you think of we call up Miami for For Rowe that we used to have. I mean, I like Rowe. I didn't think we didn't give Rowe a chance, man. Eric, you're talking about Eric Rowe? That's who you're talking about, or another guy? If it's Eric Rowe, they should have kept him, dude. When they he was a second round pick from Utah. I think he was a second round pick. I'm not sure. He was a second or third round pick. I forgot. But RPX says, Joey, you already know that I hate the Purple Freaks more than the Dallas New Yorker Wash. I feel that the Purple Freak fans were way over the line. These lame skull chants in the art museum steps. Yeah, I remember that, dude. They brought like 10 people to the Rocky steps and literally doing their stupid skull chant. Oh, man, those fans got a lot of crap, dude. They got a lot of crap in that game. Barron said next year is Quez's final year. All right, well, that's good. I thought after this year was his final year. Thank God he's got another year on his belt. So Chris Harrington says I'm ready for. He might be, and Quez Watkins might actually be affordable too because he's not. His statistics aren't crazy, but I think he could be affordable to bring back. George said, "What's going on, Joey House?" Hey, George, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day. The Witch Geek say, "I hope Kenny Brooks makes the team. I prefer him over Boston Scott." I think the Eagles are keeping 4 running backs this year. I think Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott. I think Kenny Brooks might be here, dude. I think he might actually make the team. Showed us a strong head and arm, but he's a sitting duck. Yeah, he's a Sam Bradford. He's pretty much a Sam Bradford. Tommy says, Joakim, all right, our Philly fan, a troll. He's worried about another man, what he likes, Mayor. Jordan Howard is better than Brooks. I mean, he might be. I mean, probably, but I'd still give Kenny Brooks a chance. Your comments are visible. Your comments are visible. They should be visible. All right, so the play calling in the first 4 or 5 games did that. I mean, I totally agree. Totally agree. Sorry if I'm missing me. I'm just trying to get to everybody. So if I miss your comment, I apologize. 100%. 100%. Texas, why the Eagles have dinner with Pickett? That was really scary. Well, no, it wasn't as scary because if this was a pre-draft visit, it would have been scary. That would have been scary for Kenny Pickett. If Kenny Pickett had a pre-draft visit, or if Howie and Jeffrey Lurie were sitting down with him, that'd be more scary. But it was Brian Johnson and some of the other coaches, other positional coaches, and that was really it. So Javon says, what's good, Joey? Go Birds. I feel like we're going to go 11-6 this year and lose in the divisional round NFC Championship game against the GOAT Tom Brady. Hey, dude, if we make it that far, that's a really good step in the right direction for us, man. It's a really good step in the right direction for us. Kyle said, with AJ being Hurts bestie, would Devontae targets go down? No, hell no. I think Devontae's going to be more open now than AJ Brown, but I think they're both going to get open with Dallas Goedert too. Jeez. Sky's the limit for Jalen Hurts, man. This is it. Richie, just ignore the kid pain in the neck. Chicken, cheesesteak lover said, it sounds like Bradberry is going to be too expensive for Howie. Roads or safety most likely adds. That's what I think. I think maybe the price will get a lot higher. I feel like Xavier Rhodes could be a Philadelphia Eagle. I feel like because he's worked with Jonathan Gannon. Gannon knows his strengths, his weaknesses. So I feel like it might be it. Toy B says, South Texas never wish injury on another player. Honestly, just knowing Dak's injury is given right, kind of like how you say Cowboys are champs till proven otherwise. I said, I must admit, y'all have great roster until you see the QB in secondary position. Well, secondary is really not that bad right now. It's really not that bad. We're just missing a number 2 corner, but if we have a pass rush, it's not going to make a difference. If we got a pass rush, our secondary is not going to make a damn difference. Problem is we didn't have a pass rush last year. Our secondary played really good last year, but there's only so much time they could cover guys for. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. And Jalen Hurts, we're going to find out. So it said, do we still have Jordan Howard? Is he healthy? And why no one talking about how he could be used in the offense? He is not on the roster, no. So I think he is healthy now. Lovey says, slay better than anyone on the Cowboys defense. Hakeem says, that's the reason you cannot find an Eagles jersey in the Mall of America. They're still salty. Night Roundabout says, we should have kept either Jones or Rasul, would have had cornerback too. Nah, Rasul wasn't going to work out here anyway. I love when people like Rasul plays well with Green Bay, and he's like, oh, we should have kept him. Like, dude, that's his 4th team. You're acting like the guy just went from the Eagles to another team and balled out. This guy went to 4 teams. He went to what? The Eagles, Panthers, Raiders, and then going to Green Bay. That's his 4th team as of right now. Barron said, Brooks Is Brooks a bruise? I think he plays like one when he runs between the tackles so well. He's not that fast. He runs a 4.59, something like that. But the guy, when he runs through the tackles and his vision takes him a lot further. He's got probably one of the best running backs when it comes to vision coming to this running back room right now. Really, really am. I love his vision. His vision, what makes him what he is. He's got nice jump ability. He changes direction, not fast, but he could change direction and start running to another gear. When he gets through those tackles, he's a totally different player running through the tackles. So we'll see. Dak is durable. Yeah, he is pretty durable. I agree. He is durable. He is durable. So until Dak can have a back-to-back successful season and stay healthy, we should pencil him in for failure and probably an injury as well. Mr. Tony Bust says, Richie, MC, stop riding his meat. Lois is considering he's been injured the last 3 seasons. Even if he's been injured and playing games, too. Zoe says, my biggest fear for next season is DC Gannon with the last season decisions. Yeah, I feel like if he can't get it done with what he has, I mean, he's got a lot of good prospects on this defense right now. He can't get it done. He's gone. Chris says, I think Eagles are headed the right direction with all the moves that they've made. Yeah, I definitely think so. We just got to see it. We got to see it on the field now. The next step is seeing all of this on the field. Judge, I still think QBs have the field day on us. Our DC tried protecting our safeties, and we had no pass rush. We didn't do anything to change that much directly. Death by 1,000 cuts still. No, dude, I don't believe that. I mean, we didn't get better at the pass rush. How did we not? You add Jordan Davis to a whole second rotation. You have 2 good, successful rotational guys now. And you got Hassan Reddick playing from Sam linebacker to edge rusher. Kyron Johnson, the 6th rounder from Kansas, which I think will be a depth move for the Eagles at defensive end. Derek Barnett coming back too, but hopefully, has got a chip on his shoulder this year to show that, he's got value on the pass rush. So we'll see. But I mean, you just need that second corner. You have linebackers that are going to blitz that actually are capable of playing that position, not even just getting Kaiser White and TJ Edwards, drafting the Kobe Dean with a huge chip on his shoulder. It's going to be crazy. Mr. Tony Bus says that Philly fan D at Cold Noodle Soup mentioning Mayor since you scared her. Philly fan D said, Mr. Tony Bus, stop. Nobody cares the childish comments. Philly fan D, you do Chris, what I'm talking about. Man, Mr. John says, you don't understand. The secondary was reason the rush couldn't get home. QB always had somewhere to go with the ball. Well, it's hand in hand. It's not the secondary's fault, dude. I mean, yeah, if there's quick releases, that's definite. But if there's quick release from the quarterback, I can see that. But guys, we didn't have a good – our secondary played so much better than our pass rush. We had no pass rush last year. I mean, if you're saying our secondary is bad, then Slade didn't play well, then Steven Nelson didn't play well, then Maddox didn't play well. I thought they all played very well, but how much could they do? They can't cover for 8-9 seconds or less than that. I mean, they can't do it. When there was issues and there was time where the quarterback was sitting back there and the coverage was good, that pass rush could not get there. We even blitzed on occasions, and they still couldn't get to the quarterback. And no one was getting through that offensive line for a lot of the teams. Show up 215 said, with the addition of AJ, you can't double anyone, plus possible RPOs. That leaves everyone manned up or forces defenses to play zone. Sky's the limit for Hurts. He got weapons. RPF says, there's a myth that RPF hates all visitor fans. That's not true. I don't mind a visitor fan come to root for their team. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that as long as they're respectful. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Tony said, Joe Gonzalez, you meat eater. Let's see here. So Nate says, could Eagles call up Raiders for Jonathan Abram? They could if they want. They could. Let's see here. Trying to look at something. I'm not seeing anything as of right now. He says Jason Huntley has great vision. He slipped. Yeah, I mean, they just don't give him a chance, man. I think Huntley's good. I actually think Jason Huntley's really good. I just don't think they give him enough of a chance because of the crowded room we've had the past couple seasons. So, Barron says, if Gann gets fired, I hope we hire Vic Fangio. Yeah, Vic Fangio took the year off actually. He took the year off, but he's done some really nice things, especially with the Bears and that defense over there, early in his career. And I think Vic Fangio will be a really good. I know he was the Broncos head coach and really didn't pan out too much, but Eagles were top 5 in pressures. If that's even true, because it didn't look like they were top 5 in pressures, but it doesn't matter. I mean, if you're not getting the sacks, you're not making tackles on running backs and quarterbacks in the backfield, the pressures ain't going to matter at the end of the day. If we don't make a play on top of those pressures, it ain't going to matter. Pressures don't mean anything. Pressures, yeah, but how many quarterbacks got away from those pressures? That's another stat you got to come up with too. So Chris Scott says Hurts has to be better. If he does, we win 12 games relatively healthy. If Hurts doesn't improve, then we win 9 games. Richard, love it. I am antagonist of the chat. Justin says Davis has not shown pass rush skill, and linebacker blitzing is a manufactured pass rush, not a strict defensive end that can get after the passer. I still don't see a great pass rush. I definitely don't like our safeties. Our safeties, I'm not a big fan of Anthony Harris, but, from what we did earlier, what we did this whole season with our defensive line, I can't put too much on Anthony Harris because we had no pass rush this year. Plays were not to be made. We'll see, though, man. I think Jordan Davis is going to be an excellent pass rusher, either middle of this year or going to next year. So I feel like he's got pass rush ability. He's dropping weight. His stamina is going up, and the Eagles are definitely making sure that he's successful. So. Hold on one second. I just missed. Witch King says, remember when we used to have the best special teams in the league? Good time. Yeah, 2015, 2014, man. Those were like the best years. Darren Sproles, Josh Huff. Yeah, we had some good specialties, man. Who was that other running back? Who was that running back that, remember they took Shady out? Maybe they took Shady out of red zone offense and they put in, who was that other running back that had the Deshaun Jackson kick return touchdown, that Deshaun Jackson returned to Philly when he became a Redskin? Who was that running back that they had in there? That was another guy that always scored in the red zone for us when they took Shady because Chip took Shady out because he was dancing too much. Who was that running back that we had? Who was that running back that was with Shady that they took him out? The Deshaun Jackson return game to Philadelphia when he became a Redskin and they got the kick return. It's the same guy. Chris something. Chris Polk. Yeah. Chris Polk. It was Chris Polk. I totally remember that. Thank you, AJ. Yeah, you're right. It was Chris Polk. I just had to hear the name and I would know what it was. Yeah, that guy. That was another guy that was like, he looked so slow. He looked on special teams. He looked really, really slow. So, no, that was before we got Darren Sproles. I think I don't know if we had Darren Sproles at that time. I think we got Darren Sproles in 2015. I think I'm not sure. I could be wrong. No. Jones Davis wasn't asked to pass rush often. They use Davis the same way Gann used Fletch. That's why Fletch spoke out about I get paid to rush QBs. I totally agree. I think they better do something. They better use them as pass rushers this year because you're not going to get anything. Logan says, if his shoulder wasn't injured when he was perfectly fine, you guys are still arguing about this damn Dak Prescott's shoulder and his ankle injury. Davis was asked on the pass rush, QB running up in the middle, take the restraints off, and he'll push pockets. That's what I'm saying. Take those restraints off. Chris Polk, yep. Kickoffs, the last time the Cowboys won a playoff game, VCR were created. They won a playoff game. Against the Seahawks. I forgot what year that was. They won a playoff game. Andre said, what's good, my guy, Joey? It's my Philly boy from Texas. I love your content. Keep it great. Hey, Andre, I appreciate it so much, man. Definitely going to hit you up on some of those sneakers, man. So I'll hit you up. I got a big task for you. It involves what's behind me right now. So I might be hitting you up. I appreciate Andre so much, man. Thank you so much. Boss, after that, you punk. I've been watching you on the chat, attacking people. Stop doing that before you can see me. Hey, relax, guys. Relax. Chicken cheesesteak lovers. Do you think Line Street Williams, before he plays the snap, dude did not look happy? He didn't look happy either to me either. I don't know. He's gonna be ready by training camp this year. He'll be ready. He'll be ready by training camp, no doubt. Let me put this stream up on here, see where we're at. Let's see. South Texas 2018. Yeah, they won against the Seahawks, I think. Brian 2K says, I think it was the year we beat the Bears. Yo, Yeba, what's going on, man? I'm doing good. Paul says, Philly Fendi, how do you want to attack? King Kong, don't get nothing on me, says, I think we still have one left move to make in our secondary. It will not stay like this. I totally agree. Jordan said, Davis was a great pass rusher. You can't tell me any coach would literally ask him not to get after QB. Look, we're all this together, but the excuse is a Krakovish. They're going to have him going after the quarterback this year. 100%. 100%. Joseph Williams didn't look happy at all. Joe says, be careful of the edge rusher pressuring the quarterback thing. It's a spread offense. Quarterbacks get rid of the ball even before the defensive end can get to him. There's no news on Bradberry yet. No. No news yet. All right, so the Ravens have withdrawn the tender from running back Tyson Williams. He is now a free agent. So another running back, a free agent. Interesting. Eagles 5. Perfect insider rapport. JJ wants to join Dallas to score touchdowns on us. Oh, it's like this every day, bro. It's like this every day. It's always like this. Don't be surprised. It's always like this. Brad said, if we're Williams, I'd rather have Cousins throw me the ball than Goff. Well done, production. Said, why does everyone keep saying he can't pass rush? Who wouldn't want a big body clogging up the lane so the linebackers can eat? Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to give Nakobe Dean, Kaiser White, and TJ Edwards. They blitz. It's gonna really help. It's gonna help. It's gonna get them to the quarterback. It's gonna get them in the backfield very easily, especially from Nakobe Dean. Forget about it. He will clog up the hole, but I think he's going to be a good pass rusher. Plus, he was overweight. Georgia couldn't really maintain his weight either. He was 365. He's down to 340. Probably, I heard he lost more weight now. I think he's past 340 now. I think he's down to 335 now, probably in that area. So we'll see. Judge Jones says, Joey, what's taking so long for Howie to make a move at corner? I mean, they're just giving it time. They have a lot of time. Those free agents aren't going anywhere. I think the Eagles have a lot of time to sign one of those free agents or to go get Bradberry. We'll see. What was the shake at tight end? Really just because of getting Grant Calcaterra in here and seeing what he could do. And then, kind of going against J. Jaws at number 2 tight end. I heard the rumors today. Tyree Jackson is he should be back. I heard that he's doing really well right now. And should be ready for training camp. So coming into his second year for tight end. So it's going to be a shakeup because there's a lot of competition for that backside of that tight end group right now behind Dallas Goedert. So we'll see. Ravens had a fantastic draft. Fantastic. I mean, they had a fantastic draft. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was great. It was great. They had 4 or 5 fifth-round picks. I mean, it's crazy, dude. John Morris said, I didn't say he can't pass. I was saying he hasn't shown a big difference in reading comprehension. At the end of the day, we all hope he balls out. Kyle says, Joey, I'm out of here running late for my mani-pedi. All right, man. Have a good day, dude. Oh, boy. I can't get past these. Brand Herling says Davis was asked too much. Was not to rush because the DC tournament. That quarterback's breaking pocket up the middle. Picked up more first downs than they broke pocket outside the tackles. Barron says, I'm not worried about Davis one bit. People are overthinking. Chicken Cheesesteak says, Hollis Thomas, a fan of Jordan Davis. His description-wise, good enough for me. Also a huge fan of Nakobe Dean. Eugene, what's up, Joey? We need Bradberry or Fuller. I totally agree. I hope we get him. Joe says, I was the Giants-Eagles game last season where Chilling Hurts threw 3 interceptions. He looked pathetic. He didn't look good. No. That was a really bad game. I didn't think we were losing that game at all. I mean, it was a close game. I mean, the Giants didn't play much better either because it was – I forgot what that score was. The score was in the teens. It wasn't – the Giants didn't even kill us. We lost that game because we totally shot ourselves in the foot on stupid decisions. So that was a really bad game. Really bad game. Totally agree. We got 297 in the chat as of right now. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. We're on the road to 17,000 subscribers. If you guys haven't subscribe. We're going to be streaming tomorrow. We're streaming all week this week. I'm going to be a guest. I'm actually going to be a guest tomorrow on Philly Jim's channel with Philly 500, Desert Eagle 90. And we're just going to have fun. It's not going to be a professional stream, but it's just going to be a hangout, talk Eagles, and chill, really. Nothing crazy. So that's what we're going to do. tomorrow night at 9. So it should be a lot of fun. We're going to be streaming tomorrow anyway. Like the stream if you guys have it. Try to get the stream to 200 likes if we can. Much love to everybody that's in here right now. Definitely check out the memberships in the pinned comment for extra content, stuff I can't put on YouTube. Definitely check that out as well. Any tier does not matter. I always put extra content on there too. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining today. Thank you so much. Payment Birds, I hate when we say Jordan Davis can't pass just because they saw in college was J.J. Watt, great at pass rushing out of college. No, it was he would have been a first-round pick. Kelly says, we want to sign Kyle Fuller. It's a rumor, but still I don't like it. John says that was actually 15th in pressures. Yeah, so. Shows that it was showing the plays. Oh, there's no damn running back in the backfield, and Davis is still in. Shows that. Even says, Eagles, go get him, says Dallas fans saying we're poaching players. Car the Real, what's going on, man? Says Tyree has a higher ceiling. Hey, we'll see, man. He's coming off an ACL right now, so that's definitely going to be something he has to get through. We'll see. Tyree Jackson, I mean, he's 6'7". I mean, he's got a lot of size. Pause. But, second year playing tight end, and we'll see what he does. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to bring to the table, but we'll see. We will see. Chris Harrington, do you still have Minshew Gardner? Yes, we do. King Gug says Joseph Davis will take a double teams, and that will free up someone else dominant to our defensive line. I totally agree with that. Yeah, I mean, you're taking a double team. It's going to help another player out. You get Brandon Graham back on top of it, so this defense should be at a whole different level. Hassan Reddick as an edge rusher should bring it to a whole different level. Lisa, remember when some of us thought Ryan Kerrigan was going to be a second coming, Chris Long D-line? The joke was on us last year. Yeah, I mean, we thought he had something left in the tank, but he obviously didn't. His best game was the playoff game. That was his best game. Mr. Not One Play With, Philly Van D, you going to let Val punk you in the chat? If that was me, I wouldn't let it slide. Chris Long was a huge gem for us. Joe says, I think about it. Defensive circle is so important. Why the statement, team has the ball, will probably win. Oh, it's a passing league, dude. It's a passing league. You need at least an average defense to just be a productive and complement your offense. That's it. I mean, you really need an offense that's going to score you 30 points a game. I mean, that's what you need. South said Big Baby Davis can only plays 2 downs a series. Oh man, you're gonna find out. RPF says, I keep hearing people saying Hurts has more excuses to make. Hurts has He never made excuses. Work ethic is good. It's the Hurts apologists that have no excuse to make, not Hurts himself. I agree with that. Taylor said, you have a role in college. Davis' role was to take on 2 blockers and stuff in the middle. Let Walker Dean and the other first-round Georgia Bulldogs get one of those because of Davis' ability. I get it. Curtis said, keep talking about tight ends. Don't forget about J.J. Whiteside. Mr. Roy says, not to mention drop touchdown by Rager twice. Yeah, that was horrible. That was bad. Really bad. There says James Bradberry want to go to Philly. I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. I don't know. There has been nothing else today. Well done, says Taltex. What's wrong with that? You don't think we can develop? He's talking crap, dude. That guy's going to develop. I mean, Mark Holmes wanted him so badly. And now he's no good. Now he sucks. Now he's not going to play well this year. Nah, Joseph's he's a Giants fan. Joseph's a Giants fan. From what he said, he's a Giants fan. So what's going on, man? He says, Joey, I can't wait to see the running backs running game now that we got A.J. Brown. Last season, we were the first. We definitely should not go back to pass happy. That's how I feel. No, I think we should stick with the run, man. I feel like they got to stick. Don't change it too much. I think when it comes to Jalen Hurts and like being RPOs and strictly read options, he should go do some play action. I mean, they have to expand him a little bit because of what you have with A.J. Brown. Keep the defense on their heels. I think he will do it. We'll see. I could be a member of Joey's family. I'm a Giants fan. You'd probably be the most annoying family member. Probably. Hey, so what games are you taking this year? I'm looking to go to the opener this year so far. Other than that, no idea. Home opener is what I'm thinking about. I haven't been to a primetime game in forever, so most likely I'll be in Philly for like 2 days. Most likely so. South says there's nothing wrong with that, but homie needs to get his window. Jay says, Joey showing love from Los Angeles. I hope I get to see Eagles play at the Link one day. Hey, man, you just go once. If you can go at least once and just go, it'll be good. Linwood Moses said, what up, Joey? Do you think Hurts can win some playoff games this year if Hurts plays well? I mean, hopefully, yeah. If he plays good during the regular season, I mean, I don't see why he can't win a playoff game, but it's a big what if. So we'll see. Dozig says, do you think that AJ's yak ability, even if Hurts plays exactly the same, he will stat out better? I think he will. Because I think he'll get open. You know, he's a contested catcher. He could get yak yards. He's a bruiser, so he could run through guys for some extra yards as well. So he's tough. So I definitely think so. Reach says, beware free agent quarterback signing. Now remember Roby Coleman. Yeah, Roby Coleman was, oh, man, that guy was bad. That guy was horrible. I didn't think he was going to play that bad. Roby Coleman was horrible. Joe says Joey would be our poor cousin, Joey the Eagles fan. The poor cousin. Schedule comes out Thursday at 8 p.m. It'll be here by, it will be what's it called? That's something to look forward to this week. It'll be leaked before 8 p.m. They say 8 p.m. just for the teams to put out the schedules, and that's it. Lowy says anyone could change the game in a year. Ryan says perfect season. Jalen Hurts gets injured. We sign Nick Foles and he beats Carson Wentz in Philly. Eugene says Kelsey is going to get great practice with Davis. Get him ready for Vita Vea again. Ron says Tyler Smith, pancake who. Lowy says don't sleep on the running game. The stock is going to go up for running backs. Mark my words, the league will be in the running side of things very soon. Chicken cheesesteaks is great. Appreciate the content from Brazil, dude. That's awesome, man. I'm happy to give you the content, bro. I'm happy to give you the content. Trust me. Well, we just hit over 17,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. It really does mean a lot. We just hit over it just now. Thank you so much, guys. 17,000 subscribers just hit. Thank you so much. BLSG, what's going on, man? Carl the Real says, hopefully Hargrave plays well. He did at the beginning of the season. Now with Davis automatically double team. Kari says, I definitely got to go to the Eagles game when they come to Arizona this year and leave with a dub. Joseph says, I hope you guys sign Bradberry. Whoever signs them getting what they think that they think they're getting. I think him being a number 2 would be good. Like if he was coming in as a 1, I don't think he'd be a good corner. I think coming in as a 2 with a pretty good, well-built defense around him, as long as the Eagles get another safety, I think they're fine. Totally fine. Bradberry reminds me of a lot of Diggs, interceptions, big plays, but also gave up a lot of big plays last season. I agree with that at some point. Yeah. I mean, Diggs was horrible, dude. Diggs was really bad, man. Like he had a really good regular season, but man, he got to the playoffs and he got creamed in the playoffs. Appreciate AJ. Nina, thank you so much. Eagles Fly says 17,000. I appreciate it so much, man. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. It means a whole lot. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be the way it is. So 17K, we just hit it. We're over 17K now. Thank you so much. Brandon says going to the link is on my bucket list. You got to go, man. You got to go. I appreciate it, Philly fan D. Joseph says, congratulations, Joey. You deserve it. I appreciate it so much, man. Brandon says 17K. Thank you so much, man. Savvy B says, congrats, 17K, Joey. You earn every single one. I appreciate it so much, dude. I really do. Because, I do this all year. Okay, I do this all year, and then tomorrow, and then I work on another channel too. I do a horror channel, like the stuff you see behind me. I do a lot of horror stuff. I have another horror channel, a horror channel as well. So I work on actually 2 YouTube channels on top of this one. I actually just I'm almost at 300 subscribers on my other channel. I cover some other stuff too, which is pretty cool. So appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it so much. Dave says, send you regards from Spain, my boy Joey. Love you. Philly 500, those Philly Shake podcasts. I think we are in a really good position based on talent-wise in the draft capital next year. Appreciate you loving the podcast, by the way. And, I think we have some assurance and security for next year for a quarterback if it doesn't happen. So, yo, Joe, what's going on, man? He said, what up, Joe, fat boy? Congrats on 17K. So now you get 17K Twinkies from the Philly faithful Tubbs this year. Broncos got this with Russell Wilson. Tubbs salute. I appreciate it so much, Joe. Thank you so much, man. Mr. Zello, we appreciate it, Brick, so much, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, 17,000 subscribers just now, dude. We'll have a 17K stream tomorrow. Why not? Why not? Sad BC Late Night Massacre, y'all sub it up too. Yeah, so that's my channel, the Late Night Massacre. I see Savvy, you've been commenting on some of the videos. I do appreciate it, though. You know what I mean? Like, don't subscribe to it if you're not gonna like it. If it's I don't care about sub numbers. I just want people to watch. That's really all I care about, really. Which channel are you gonna be on tomorrow? Which channel are you gonna be on tomorrow? What do you mean? What channel am I gonna be on? I'm gonna be on this channel. I'll be on this channel. Carter Real 17K Shakes. Well, I appreciate it so much, man. Quickest rebuild ever. It really is. It really is. No joke. Joseph, if your defense ends only a rusher, you will get destroyed by bubble screens. Mr. K Snow says, I'm on your hard channel. Also, congrats. I appreciate it so much, Mr. K. So I didn't know that, but I do appreciate it so much. Yeah, I'm having fun with it. We're going to be doing some streams on there too, you know, here and there. We're at like 250 subscribers on that channel, which is great. It's weird because like now I'm working on another channel, trying to build another channel all over again. It's like going through a whole deja vu thing with that, you know. They'll say, "What's Joey? What's the hard channel? I want to check it out. I love horror." Type in the Late Night Massacre. Type in the Late Night Massacre. That's the hard channel pretty much. So, I'll actually put the link in there if you want to check it out. Don't just subdo it. Like, don't subdo it just to put the sub numbers up if you're not going to watch. Like, I just want people to actually watch if they're interested in it. I'd rather just not have sub numbers for it. You know what I mean? So here's the link. That's the link for the Late Night Massacre. I just put in the live comment chat. I just put in the live chat just now. Maris, I'm from Cali last year. I went to the Eagles opener, last the Niners, and tell you, East folks are something else. Very friendly people. My first game at the Link. Yeah, dude, it's great. Even when you're in the stands at Lincoln Financial Field and like you celebrate, you're celebrating with everybody around you. It's so great. Like you don't know any of these people, and it's great. You just, you know, my sister Danielle. I have two older sisters, so my sister Danielle was like, "Wait, you just turn around and start." I'm like, "Yeah, this is you're part of a family when you're in there, you know, with the Eagles fans, like you turn around, and you just start slapping everybody's hand, you just when good things happen, like yeah, it's great." Yeah, definitely check it out, man. George said, "Congrats to 70K, one of the biggest Eagles YouTubers." I appreciate it so much, man. I appreciate it, George. Thank you so much, man. Mr. European, I think Kenny Brooks is going to fill that Jordan Howard role. I think so too. I'm starting to go towards that fact that Kenny Brooks could go towards that Jordan Howard role. I do because he's not like a 230, 240 pound back, but you know he runs through the tackles really well. Has really good patience. He has patience. He has toughness because he hits like a bruiser. He's very physical when defenders get near him, and he gets to another gear when he gets between the tackles. Really good vision. His vision takes him a lot further than people realize. Derek said, "What up, Shakes? How many more Super Bowl rings do you think Eagles franchise should have?" I'm hoping another one soon, next couple years. Ryan says, "Gan better change up that scheme. Us fellow New Yorkers or Yorkers got to have to stick together, 100%." The Late Night Massacre. The link is it's in there. The link is in there. I put it in there. If you look at my comment, it's in there. Philly Badass says, "Congrats to you, man. I appreciate it so much, man. Thank you so much, Philly Badass." Do you think Milton Williams will be a star next year, or will he continue? I think he'll be a rotational piece, man. I think he'll still be a rotational guy. I think he will. I think what's going to happen is Hargrave is going to get re-signed. They're going to save $13 million. They're going to extend him and save $13 million. And then Fletcher's going to be gone. Jordan Davis will move up next to Hargrave, which I think is going to be a really nice starting line for defensive tackle. And I think Milton Williams will still be that number 3, maybe. So, Yeepo, yeah, congratulations, Joey the man. I appreciate it so much, man. Ralph says, "Joey, would you ever do a fan meetup and member meetup after or before a game?" Yeah, I would definitely do it, man. Like, if I go to this primetime game, I'll tell everybody where I'm at before the game. And then the guys could just pull up. I'm usually wearing my Joey Shake 72 Eagles jersey, so I'm not really hard to miss. It's a 72 jersey, so it's really not hard to miss. So, we have to say, I often wondered if 30 years ago, 9-2 was the Eagles YouTube back. Eagles YouTubers would have a field day dissing Rich Kovai and Norman Brahman. Just me. Trust me, I was there. They both sucked. That'd be so my bad. You only sub if that's what you're in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, just sub if you're only into it. I don't care about sub numbers. I don't care about sub numbers for anything. I don't care on YouTube. Sub numbers don't mean anything. It's really just people watching, people actually liking what I'm putting out and watching it. Because getting just numbers, it doesn't mean anything. When it comes to the content, it comes to viewership. That's what it matters. So, Ray says they're not going to double team Davis. He can't get to the QB. You guys are gonna find out about Jordan Davis. You guys are going to find him. John Doe, just subscribe. We'll watch your content on the hard drive. I appreciate so much, John. Thank you so much. Yeah, we do a whole bunch of stuff there. So it's a lot of fun. Joe says that happens the other 31 games too, but whatever. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, it's just because when I first start, it's just when you get the experience, I'm talking about people that are just going there for the first time. That's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ, Joe. Joe, you are something else, bro. Mr. Bands, Eagles tailgates are crazy. I was like 10 and we ran to Vince Papali's cousins and tailgate. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Philly Juan, man. Appreciate so much, bro. There's lots of running backs will get cut too. Appreciate so much, man. Kenny Brooks, excellent in college with Jalen Hurts running the RPO, but you got to have pro day. Expect Miles breakout season. I have played it on there. I think I've streamed it on there before. I've played plenty of Phasmophobia. Eagles Fly, your thoughts on Dallas talk about another NFL team? I've heard it, but I mean, I don't know how many more teams you need. You know, how many more do you really need? You know, Brad's 250 air chat. Like the stream and congrats on 70K. Appreciate it, Brandon. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, bro. Only 168 likes. Put the like. If we get 200 likes for the video, I'd be happy. 200 likes for the video. I appreciate it. Joe says, how could would not like your content? Reggie says, I don't see the Eagles paying Hurts at least $30 million at all. I don't know. I mean, it's got to be worth it. I'm going to check out. Had fun today. Congrats on seeing you guys. See you tomorrow. Fly. Appreciate so much, Baron. Thank you so much, man. Rat says, DeAndre Mingo says, people really don't believe in Jordan Davis. No, no, not at all. Like, people actually don't like that pick. I don't understand why, but Rat says Jordan Davis is the beast, like the Sandlot. He is a beast, bro. He is. Ron says, congrats on 17K, Joe. You're my first Eagles content. You're my first Eagles content creator I ever subbed to, and most entertaining I've seen. Thank you to what you do, bro. And look, I don't think I'm anything entertaining, but I do appreciate it. You know what I mean? I thought somebody was knocking on my door. They're doing something in the garage right now. I appreciate it so much, dude. Doctor says that Davis has all the intangibles to be a Jerome Brown. Richard, are the zombie movies horror, science fiction, or reverse horror should be a topic of the Lena Massacre? Yeah, I mean, we could probably. I've seen a lot of Rob Zombie films, so yeah, I've seen some really horrible films, some disgusting films too, that are like kind of cringy. So, Davis is going to be a surprise to a lot of people. He's going to. Jordan Davis was a great pick. Yeah. I've been talking about Jordan Davis or even Devontae Wyatt. I was a big fan of Devontae Wyatt too. I said one of those Georgia defensive tackles will be a Philadelphia Eagle, 100%. I mean, I really liked him. Yeah, Dakeem Hill, what's going on, man? Jason G. Let's posted their opponents on IG. How many wins do you see? They've just posted their opponents. Yeah, we've had our opponents. We had that opponent list for a while, so it's always been there. So, see here. Mr. Kaiser, N'Kobe, Davion Taylor, G. Edwards, Sean Bradley, they're all going to play, and Reddick probably more on the outside. I hope they do, man. I hope they put Reddick more on the edge rush as well. So we'll see. We got Joe. He says, hey, fat boy, due to the picks you guys have, I bet Philly with you. If the Eagles don't make it to at least second round of playoffs, you both do to wedgie bet, bud. We got a shake on it, though. Liz King says they're going to have to triple team Davis. I totally agree. Rat says Howie Roseman has $2 million in credit card debt. Chris says Davis will have 8 sacks this year. You heard it here first. 8 sacks. Brick says Davis could be the next Reggie White, bro. Why are these people not believing? People don't like the pick, man. People don't like the pick because of what that stupid crap they showed at the draft of him being lazy in that Alabama game. You know what I mean? And in the SC championship game, and he was just standing around, or he was overweight, man. He was 365. He was overweight. They weren't using him to be a pass rusher. They wanted him to clog the hole and get these quarterbacks up the middle and be patient for the running backs. I mean, it is what it is, but yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go crazy and say he's the next Reggie White, but I wouldn't go nuts on that idea. But yeah. But Guy, I think we're good. I mean, I think that's it for the day. So we're gonna have I'm gonna be on 2 streams tomorrow. So I'm gonna do a stream just like this tomorrow. Now tomorrow night, me, Philly 500, Desert Eagle 90, and Philly Jim on Philly Jim's channel. I will put a post up of that stream. This way, definitely give my boy Philly Jim some love. Me and him, he actually used to have a podcast together like a while back. We used to have a podcast together. Good friend of mine. Definitely check him out if you guys have it. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. We have 182 likes. Try to get these likes up to 200 if we can. Much love to everybody join the stream today. Thank you so much for the super chats today. Subscribe if you guys have. We just hit over 17,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, and we're well over that now. So I do appreciate it. All the supports of the videos and just watching in general. I know this is a crazy off season. I understand that. Now we're starting to get to the once after this. After the signing of safety corner, and then the schedule comes out, where all this is going to start to wind down a little bit. Then next month is going to be vacation time for me, so it's going to be a nice little break from Eagles football. Even though I want the season to be here already, I can't wait 4 months. These 4 months are going to go by so damn slow as of right now. So I do appreciate everybody being here. Subscribe, like the stream if you guys have it. Check out the memberships as well. Check them out, guys. It's for extra content. It's really cheap. Any tier does not matter. It's just to support me and obviously have that extra content. So definitely check it out. And that's it, guys. So we will see you on the next one. See you guys tomorrow. You guys have a fantastic day. Enjoy your day. Don't stress out. And we'll see you. SHAKESQUAD up, follow slide. Peace out, guys. Malcolm Johnson. Thank you for subscribing, man. Thank you so much, dude. You're going to love it here. Appreciate it so much. And a great amount of people. We got Cowboys fans, Giant fans coming in, talking their stuff. I love I can't even say the word because I can't even express myself right now what's going on. So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Joey Shakes better than Dan Cilio. Good job. I appreciate it, Malcolm. Thank you so much. And everybody else. You guys have a fantastic day. And we'll see you tomorrow. Later, Suo. Later, guys.